position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to MetLife Stadium, home of the Giants and the Jets in East Rutherford, New Jersey. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Goes to the option. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football. That time on the option play, I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. Find some fresh air. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Snagged in the middle. It's Dingle. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do.
He'll take a shot. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They'll try to power their way ahead. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And the Gamecocks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? One running back in the backfield, and he has it. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs up.
Turning on the Jets. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, South Carolina!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Gets it to him on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Trying play action. Under fire. He's going for it all. A full dive to haul that one in. Hookem is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win the...
The ball's free! And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds.
You start to get that offense going, start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go, you on the sideline, you in the game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle, it's Washington. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Running back searching for a hole. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to turn the corner on the left. Turning it on. It's a running room. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And that's the benefits of the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and give it to this dude again to go score a TD.
Back to pass, it's Manning. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Touchdown, Longhorns! Quick strike through the air for the score.
You never know how it happens, but it happens. Defenses lose sight of those big, huge, pass-catching tight ends. You could tell there, maybe bit on the play fake a little bit too much. Lost him for a second. He takes care of the rest and gets the touchdown.
And they did tack on the extra point. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. first play of the drive, wants to throw. Quick completion on the out route. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. Good timing on the quick out. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking for his man in the middle. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Oh, he's got some space. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
He'll try to do it himself. They finally corral him, and he turns that into a big gain and a first down. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal coming up. Tries again to get it in. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. Can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Another big gain on the catch here. Big target out there like the Roy Williams was back in the day.
No doubt. And find your guys, find your matchups. And listen, when you're at Texas, you recruit at a high level. You usually get better dudes than you're playing against. Find those guys, let them make plays for you.
Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Looking downfield, it's Manning. Bringing the heat. Fires and picked off. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
How about the big fella? I know this is was not in his job description to pick off passes, but the eye-hand coordination, able to get his big paws up there, stabs it out of Aaron. It was like he was almost surprised he had the football, just start rumbling and stumbling once he had possession.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Gamecocks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They're looking to throw on second and short. Keeps the play going. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss.
Well, if you're the offense, second and short, you're trying to take a shot thinking if you don't get it, you'll just run. But the good news is you didn't lose that many yards. So still third and very manageable. And you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback.
The Gamecocks line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? He might want another play. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. And the Gamecocks in the hurry up. The defense uses their second timeout and a half as they try to get their act together. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a man, it's Sellers. He'll get rid of it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
The Longhorns send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. To throw, it's Sellers. Here comes the heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry-up.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Wants to fire on second down. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Well, that DB did everything right on that deep shot. You saw the speed, you saw his ability to turn his hips, and how about getting his head around, locating the football, and then knocking it away? Couldn't have done that better.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And this defense steps up. They're losing. They need a play. Third long, you're thinking pass. The offense actually tries to run the football. Not fooled. Forcing the fourth down now, trying to get the football back.
Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got him downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
To the air, it's Manning. Rushes on him. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They're setting up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Longhorns come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be 4th down. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner is stopped. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Gamecocks are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Back to throw, it's Sellers. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. To the air on 1st down. He's got him at the 45 on his way. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Steps away to find some room. Fires on the move. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Looking to fire. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He's got an open man. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with...
Right down the boulevard. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
I love fullbacks. They do such a good job. They're so unselfish, and I love when you throw them a bone near the goal line. Everybody knows it's coming. All the beef in the game. Give him the football. He does the rest. Reward the big fella for all his hard work.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he doinks it off the left upright. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. He's going to fire deep. Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a sensational return, and they finally stop him inside the 15.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring.
And it's loose! Oh, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
That is a nice break for the offense. Man, those are plays that you don't think about down the road, but those are turnovers. They just bounce a little bit in the direction of the defense. You're so jacked up. You create momentum juice. It could change the game. That's a great break for the offense.
Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He caught it! Touchdown, Longhorns! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such a great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, it puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
He stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. And the Gamecocks need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Got his man. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Takes the easy completion. Turns it on in midfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Burnt orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
Wide open downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Off the play fake. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Wingo. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air, it's Manning. Starts to scramble to the left. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
Going for 6. Touchdown, Texas! Fit it in the window for the score.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He'll pull it down. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds. The Gamecocks want to move quickly.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell. They want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him. Try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. With the catch, it's Bennett. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 4th down. They'll go for the hat trick. Makes the grab past the marker. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Longhorns! DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, Rob.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Fielded in the end zone. It's Harvard. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Dropping back, it's Sellers. And it's his fourth interception of the game. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a first and goal after the pick. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Longhorns trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Here's the handoff. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You've got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, it's Sellers. He's going to let it go. Makes the catch on the left. Off to the races. 10. Touchdown, South Carolina. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
There's usually two different thought processes when I'm backed up towards my own goal line. Run it, create more space, or take a big shot and try to make a big play. And did this offense ever make a big play? 90-plus yard touchdown. That is how you do it.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Really good job by the defense, understanding the quarterback got outside the pocket. Now I got to understand where he's at. Now the middle of the field starts to come towards where he's scrambling. The other side of the field comes to the middle of the field. Great job by the defense, understanding the quarterback was pressed outside the pocket.
Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
Toss to the outside. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The play action fake. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
And the Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Pressure coming. Finds his tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Here's a heat. It's caught downfield. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. The Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Now on 2nd down. Going up top again. The quick out. Headed to the end zone. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. The Longhorns will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. Gets it out fast. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Sellers. There's the pressure. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep.
Unloads it downfield. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, in that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
On 4th down, going to the air. Under fire. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And after failing to get that 4th down, it is basically desperation point now. Their defense has to come up with a quick takeaway or at least get a fast 3 and out to give themselves a chance to crawl back into this one.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. It's Manning. And here's the pick. And oh, did they need that right now. Got move on the return. Running inside the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football, looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's 1st down from the 44. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. They want that clock to run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I know you took a loss on 1st down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead. You've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Off play action. target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
And the Longhorns will call on their punt team. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Flips it out on the screen. He gets it up close to the 25, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. And the Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. To the air on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Howell. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Might be changing the route. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Stewart. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. To the air, it's Sellers. Safe completion on the screen. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Let's see what they do here on third and short from the 41. They'll try to get the first through the air. But a little time lets it go. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Fourth down, gotta have it here. Fires to the right. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. The Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Using the running back. No chance to run, but still a good gain. Got to be quick. Down to 10. Last chance coming up. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of